Hey, y'all know about the donkey? I'm talking about the donkey that Jesus used to ride into the holy city. It's a pretty cool story. You can find it in Luke and Matthew. You see there, Jesus told his disciples, go to this place and there you'll find a colt, bring it back to me. And that's what Jesus was going to ride in. And there's a whole another sermon on that topic there. But I want to zero in on how I feel like the donkey must have felt. You see, every day the farmer would pull all the donkeys and mules out. I just can't help but imagine he'd pull them all out, get ready for work for the day. And, back then they didn't have any extra money just to have animals for looks or leisure. They all had purposes to pull a wagon or pull a plow, to be worked, to be useful. And this small colt, I can't help but imagine when he was tied up next to all the bigger, stronger mules and donkeys that he probably felt insignificant because every day the farmer chose the others to go out and work the field, to harness up and go pull wagons and help provide for his family. And this colt's left there tied up. He probably felt like he was picked over, like he was insignificant, like he was useless, not worthy, not good enough, not pretty enough, didn't have as many followers, just insignificant, and probably had a lot of shame because of that, a lot of guilt, a lot of self-doubt, low self-esteem, but he just stayed there tied up and just kind of stayed in his lane, so to speak. And what I love about that story is that even though he felt that way, Jesus knew exactly where he was the whole time. And while the donkey probably thought that those other things like working on the farm was his purpose, but that wasn't it. God had a different purpose for his life, and he was ready and available when Jesus called on him. And I think it's pretty funny how we sometimes we think, well, this is the job that I'm supposed to be at, or this is where I'm supposed to be in life, and we're not there, and we're not there, and we're not there, based off comparison ourselves with others. And guess what? Then Jesus opens another door, and it's so much better than anything we had imagined. You see, that donkey showed a sign of humility for Jesus to ride in the holy city, but it also raised Jesus's head just enough that they estimate over 2.5 million people could see Jesus. Now, we don't know in Scripture what chain reaction that may have set off in some of those 2.5 million people's lives, but had that donkey revolted, ran away, buried himself in shame, and was not available when Jesus called on him, I can't help but question how many of those people wouldn't have gotten to see Jesus, and what would their lives have been like if they didn't get to see him. So I just want to encourage you to stay in there, stay strong, stay faithful. And even though when certain doors are closing on you, stay steadfast in God's promise that his plans are to multiply and prosper you. And I don't mean that from prosperity gospel standpoint. I truly mean that from the story of the donkey. Don't give up. You are significant. See yourself as